So here we've got a nice cabinet that's been part of a desk set, but this is all that remains. We've got sort of a stiff drawer and another one that works. This cabinet in here to tidy up. But the main thing that we're going to focus on is this finish at the top. And you can see these ring stains, possibly a pot plant or something wet has been on there for a while. Because it's quite solid, a lovely piece of wood, I'm actually going to be able to sand it and tidy up in here and bring it back to life. So let's get on. Okay, so they've all gone, and should be a quick clean up in here as well. The first thing I want to do though is to check, do we need to stain it? The best way to do that, for those of you that are regular to the channel, is of course the old methylated spirits check, and that shows me that it's the same, so I don't need to stain this. I might give it another higher grade of sanding, but ready to put the finish on. Now just to tidy these bits up. The next piece we've got is a little cabinet in oak. You can see this sort of striping that suggests that this is quarter sawn oak. Has a couple of pieces missing from the front, and when we open it inside we find 3 drawers, and this one has got some information in it. So this says 1890's Roadshow, which is a television show in the United Kingdom, and these are the notes from the 1890's Roadshow that this was taken along to. So it says, a very nice, the expert liked it a lot. It's about 1890, very good oak, well made, in the shape of a safe. It's made to look like a miniature version of a large metal safe. It's probably made to order by the chairman or the director of a large company selling safes. Very nice inside too, with the hinges, etc. With the wood beading replaced, that's this in here. With the wood beading replaced, the auction price would be £100 to £200. It says, do not clean or varnish, wax only. The use laterally is not important. It's the shape and the quality that are the important things. So we've been asked to replace these missing parts here. There is also a split down the back, which we might just put a little bit of filler in and tidy up and see if we can get a replacement for the key mechanism here. So that's the job with this one, but it's always nice to have a little bit of a story with it. Was used as a smoker's cabinet and from the 19th century. Okay, let's crack on. So I have a collection of keys. This is quite a basic one. But we see, if I move this here, it does indeed make the mechanism work. So we have a working key. That's a good result. Then what I've done is, this was original, so that fits in there. But then I've cut that's a piece of walnut, and this is so that's a piece of walnut, and this is a piece of mahogany. I just needed a dark wood, a hard wood that will polish and take a stain nicely. But those have been cut to shape to fit into the gaps there. then I'm going to glue them in place, give them a stain, and that should really bring out the front. So I've glued these down. I now have to make a matching piece. So I've got a piece of walnut here, and I'm going to cut out and then carve a matching piece. So I've cut this out of walnut and I've matched it off this one here, so you can see it's the same profile, so it goes in here. But what's interesting is if I line it up with this one, you can see it's different length, so it means that these aren't the same, but since we're going to be queuing off the bottom, I think that's going to look absolutely fine in there. So I've stained these and put a first coat of shellac on. I've cleaned the brass up a little bit, but not so as it looks like it's just come out of a packet new, but I did want to see this engraving which says secure, which builds on the safe sort of story, and yeah, that's looking a lot better. Just let that dry. I've also started to fill the crack at the back, but yeah, looking very tidy. So here I'm just using a brush that you would use to clean shoes, just to get the wax into the corners, using Go Boy's Antique Gold, which is oak, mahogany, walnut. It should work very well with this. I can see the wax going into the gaps between, well, because it's curved, it goes into the curvature and gets in where dust and a different colour would be, so it's going to make a really good finish. Now a piece of the back is coming on quite nicely. So just let that dry for 20 minutes. There we have it, a beautifully restored Victorian oak humidor in the shape of a safe. That's our two pieces for today. There we have it. Two pieces of oak furniture that have been restored and brought back to life. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks very much.